Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
3 inmates on the run and a deputy jailer suspended. That is where things stand after a pair of keys got into the wrong hands. Police are still looking for Kenneth Spurlock, James Reed, and Stephen Smith. WYMT's Will Puckett has more on the situation at the Kentucky River Regional Jail in Hazard.
It was just before 6 o'clock Monday night when 4 inmates made a break for it.
We were picking up trays, and somewhere in that area, a set of keys were dropped.
Keys that locked and unlocked doors to inmate cells and the outside world.
Oh, they were actually secured in their cells. They had to go through 3 locked doors to get out of the jail.
3 locked doors, 2 front doors, and just seconds later, they were sprinting across the Walmart parking lot.
And I was actually watching my lobby cameras, and I saw them run out, and I went and pursued after them, and along with my other deputies that were right behind me.
They captured one of them, as you can see in this video that was sent to us, but the other 3 made it across the parking lot and Highway 80 and possibly into Airport Gardens.
We have been out following leads.
The trio were in jail on separate drug charges and are not believed to be violent, but police say you should not confront them and just give them a call if you see them.
This is staff error. I apologize to our community for any kind of confusion or any worries that they may have, but we will locate these gentlemen. We will put them back behind bars.
Trying to make sure this never happens again. In Perry County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
If you know where any of these inmates are, you're asked to call Kentucky State Police Post 13 in Hazard at 606-435-6069. Again, the deputy who lost those keys is on suspension. Meanwhile, in Pike County, a detention center guard is also suspended following an alleged incident with an inmate. WYMT's Buddy Forbes is at the Pike County Detention Center with what we know.
That's right. I am here outside of the Pike County Detention Center, where jailer Brian Morris has confirmed that an incident involving an inmate and one of the guards at the detention center has resulted in the suspension of the guard and an investigation by the Pikeville Police Department. At this time, the details of the incident are not being shared, nor are the names of the 2 people involved. Morris did not want to speak on camera until the investigation is complete, out of respect for those involved, but says he expects it to be a quick and swift case that will likely be complete before the end of the week. We will, of course, have more updates on this as they come available. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News. Back to you.
Although he could not discuss the matter on camera, jailer Brian Morris did submit a written statement, and you can find that on our website, WYMT.com. A golden alert was issued for a London man earlier today. Take a look at him. 65-year-old Glenn D. Bailey. He was last seen on North Mill Street last Monday around 10 a.m. Deputies with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office say Bailey has onset dementia and liver disease. He requires daily medication, which he does not have access to. Bailey is described as 5 feet 10 inches tall, 180 pounds, with gray hair and a mustache. He was last seen wearing a blue shirt, blue hat, bluish gray shorts, and blue tennis shoes. Police say he might be in a red Pontiac Grand Am. If you see Bailey, you should call 911. Many people are relieved tonight in Johnson County after 2 missing kids were found safe. Around 1:30 today, police received a call that a 17-year-old boy with special needs and his young 3-year-old cousin had taken off on an ATV across the Lawrence County line. Thankfully, both children were found safe quite a distance away near the Sandy Hook area.
It's my understanding they was almost to Sandy Hook on the 4-wheeler, and the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department was the ones that actually found them and got them stopped.
Both kids have now been reunited with their loved ones, and family members say they are just thankful they are safe.
Another hot and humid day here in the mountains, but at least most of us have definitely stayed on the drier side. As we look outside the front porch here at WYMT, few clouds up there, but overall just those beautiful blue skies. Like I said, just pretty hot and humid out there. Satellite and radar, you've seen those pop-up showers and storms really along the Kentucky, Virginia, even into West Virginia border. Our friends at Dickinson, Buchanan County, Virginia have definitely seen some rain this afternoon. So as we look at pinpoint Doppler, still heavier rain falling in parts of Buchanan County. Few pop-ups in Mingo and Logan County over into West Virginia, but for eastern Kentucky and even down our friends into Tennessee, you guys have been a little bit on the drier side this afternoon. Temperatures into the upper 80s to lower 90s, starting to cool off just a little bit. You're still seeing those 90s down into Williamsburg, 91 in Jacksboro, and even a 91 over into Jonesville. Feeling like those lower to mid 90s across the area, feeling like the upper 70s over into Wise, since you guys got a little bit of that rain, so a little bit cooler over there. Feeling like 95 looking to Prestonsburg, feeling like 98 up into Ashland. Now tonight will be near 70 degrees, so we'll cool off a little bit with a few clouds here and there. Definitely could be dealing with some patchy fog late tonight, early into tomorrow. Scattered rain chances once again as we head into tomorrow. Those increases we head into your Thursday. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes. Steve.
All right, thank you, Paige. She put up a good fight against the Republican incumbent for Kentucky's 6th congressional district in November. Today, she announced she will run for office again, this time in hopes of unseating Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. We're, of course, talking about Amy McGrath. She's a retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel. Hillary Thornton has more on the announcement that's making national headlines.
Well, the retired Marine is once again hoping to earn a seat in our nation's capital. Her potential matchup in November of 2020 against Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is already gaining national attention. Amy McGrath first talking about her candidacy on MSNBC this morning, explaining why she thinks this is the year Kentucky voters will choose someone other than the longtime senator.
The things that Kentuckians voted for Trump for are not being done. He's not able to get it done because of Senator McConnell.
The McGrath campaign also releasing a video this morning putting direct blame on the problems she sees in the country on Leader McConnell. Less than an hour after her announcement, Team Mitch responding.
And I think the wall is stupid.
Putting out what essentially is a highlight reel of the attacks used against her in her attempt to unseat Congressman Andy Barr last year. A flurry of activity today that our political editor says will likely continue.
Well, the race came roaring to life today, no doubt about that. And what you'll see now is that the campaign is already in gear. And it will be interesting to see just how aggressive it will be over the months to come and how often Kentucky will be in the headlines given the high profile of this race.
In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Senator Mitch McConnell has fended off 6 Democratic opponents during the past 3 decades, including now Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes in 2014. It's been 1 week since Black Jewel Mines filed for bankruptcy, bouncing miners' checks. Now the situation is leaving miners in tough positions trying to make ends meet. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talks to officials about how the community is pitching in now to help the miners.
Black Jewel miners say they are trying to stay optimistic, but each day that passes without answers is making it harder to keep their spirits high.
You work for a coal outfit and you're thinking you're going to get paid and then you don't. Or you do get paid and the check's bounced. So, I mean, it's upsetting, especially when you have kids and house payments and car payments and stuff like that.
This difficult situation is why community members from Harlan County met Tuesday morning to see how each of them can pitch in with miners' immediate needs.
You know, somebody said they need groceries. Well, we don't want one group to give them a food box and somebody else give them a $100 grocery voucher with dollars or wherever. We want to try to to spread the love as much as we can throughout everybody that's impacted.
Local businesses, nonprofits, organizations, and community members are stepping up to help pay bills, get medications, or any other need they may have. Hopefully, the miners can get back on their feet soon, but officials say until then, the community will continue to step up and stand behind them.
We're going to get through this, and obviously we're going to have a lot of resources coordinated over the next 2 days for these folks, and then we'll see how we do through the rest of the week, and if we need to do more next week, we'll go right back at it.
Mosley says if anyone wants to make monetary donations to make checks payable to the Harlan County Community Action Agency or with Love from Harlan. In Harlan County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Judge Executive Dan Mosley says volunteers expect to be handing out food boxes for miners and their families as soon as tomorrow. Since the announcement of Dash Corps coming to Perry County, Hazard Community and Technical College has approved a new program. It will train students for the more than 250 jobs that are expected to become available. The Manufacturing, Engineering, Technician, Associate of Applied Science program will provide certificates in operations management, blueprint reading, advanced manufacturing technician, and more. Dean Tony Back says while only 20 slots are available, they are prepared to adjust as needed.
The career opportunities are endless, and the entrepreneurship, whether they work for a large company, a small company, be self-employed locally, or if they're willing to drive a little farther out away from their home, it's endless opportunities.
As classes begin on August 19th, 2 new professors will be added to fill in the expertise gaps. Dash Corps is expected to begin operations at the end of 2019 at the Coalfields Regional Industrial Park. The Appalachian Wireless Arena has recently announced a lineup of new concerts that are expected to fill the arena in the month of October. Marketing manager Josh Kessler says he's excited about the upcoming shows in Pikeville. He said the arena is working to bring more entertainment to the region and do that with different types of performers to offer something for everyone.
We just announced metal, country, and now Christian. So we've got Black Label Society coming October 2nd. October 20th, we got the Newsboys, and then October 26th, we got the Charlie Daniels Band. So it's announcements for everybody.
Kessler says more shows are expected to be announced soon.
Well, that heat and humidity continues as we head into your Wednesday. Cold front, though, cools us down as we head into your Thursday and Friday, but not before we see more heat and humidity. As we head into the weekend, we'll talk about that cold front and more coming up in just a few short minutes.
And after the break, we'll show you a new monument dedicated to 3 family members killed in a Harlan County fire.